is that the epidural had fallen out. So there was that. Surgery for his Crohn's. That's the last thing they want to do when it comes to Crohn's. The last thing is to have surgery because they have to remove part of the intestine. And once you start, it's like cutting your own bangs. It's really hard to stop because the Crohn's never goes away. It's a genetic condition. It has nothing to do with that part of that one part of the body. It's and every person has Crohn's. How does it fall out? Basically, when my first son was born, he decided to take a left turn on the way out and got stuck. And so they had her doing like Olympic somersaults and shit to try and get him to get him in the right position, basically. And in doing all the on your knees, flip over, blah blah blah, it ended up pulling it out. And by the time she realized it was not where it needed to be, it was too late to put it back in. So that's what happened. Oh, fuck. Fuck. Oh. Yeah. Anyways, Crohn's. Crohn's is a genetic condition. Everybody has it. But there has to be a trigger that causes it to activate. They don't know what the trigger is, which is the biggest problem with it. And then once it starts, there's really no stopping it. And what it does is it basically just tells your body that your body is food. And so Crohn's eats your body is basically what happens. That's what Crohn's is your body unable to dissociate what's your flesh and what's food. And so I'm a birth mother, so I don't have a child, but when I was in labor, the contractions were so irregular, they didn't want to do an epidural because it would just make labor take longer. Ah, gotcha. Hey, cartoon man. So yeah, so that's and I know a lot of people in the theater industry and sporty people who have Crohn's. And I think that it's actually a spore associated with mildew that actually triggers Crohn's. Granted, I have no way of like researching this and figuring it out, but I think that's what it is because if you think about it, like mildew, like costume people have to deal a lot with moldy clothes, like spores on clothes, because they're all put away, they're sweaty or whatever, and then they go, even though they're clean, they go stick them in storage, and then they have to go rifle through them to find stuff. And then same thing with athletes, they're always in locker rooms and stuff. No matter how clean they are, they're still in those locker rooms. And I'm wondering if there's got to be a spore or something that's activating it. So Shield doctor saying if she doesn't get an epi, she's not having this baby. How is this all pulling apart? You did a really shitty job putting this together, Mr. Paul. Oh, he was breach. Ah, mine wasn't. Xander wasn't breach. He just got stuck. He just decided he didn't want to leave. And so he came out with a cone head. Backstage at a theater always has a unique odor. It does, indeed. Just like a locker room always has a unique odor. Yeah. But I remember when my wife found out, she's like, tell me I've got anything. She got down to like 92 pounds or something like that before we got her diagnosed. She's like, just don't tell me it's Crohn's. And they're like, you have Crohn's. She's like, son of a bitch. Because she knew a lot of costume people in her grad school who also had Crohn's. Like, there's got to be something to it. And she worked in a lot of like community theaters that, you know, obviously didn't take super good care of stuff. You know, they stored shit everywhere they could, you know. Mildew, must, dust, sweat. Yeah, who knows? I don't know. That's my theory. But I'm not a scientist. Luckily, labor was fairly fast for me, so we didn't know about my connective tissue disorder, so way faster than it should be for awesome. The other 2 kids came out on a water slide. You're definitely faster. Okay, glued that back together. Now, what the hell's going on with these? No. No. Like, this is like way too damn big. Hey, Valpera. Yeah, water slide. They came out very fast. Very fast. Like a water slide. Whee!